short note for you, and then we can just jump into the actual reading of that section. All right, it's rolling, and I'm rolling. So whenever you're ready.
If you want any different intonation, anything, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
You're doing so beautifully, though. My God.
I practiced. I wanted to be, make you proud.
I want you to do the whole thing. It's going so good recording the audiobook. I'll take you in here and show you. I'm about to start recording the chapter on time. I'm about halfway through the book at this point. This is a second session recording. This is my setup. So I'm about to start the chapter on sleep, but right after it is the chapter on time. Holy crap. It's one thing to write it and have to reread it and edit to get the book out. But now that I'm in here actually saying it out loud, recording it, I'm getting like so emotional. Doing this audiobook was the coolest thing. And it's so different hearing it than reading it. If you have the book, you should consider the audiobook. It flows so different. It's so different. Especially when they roll back, like they're like, let's start back up at here. And they play what I did and I listen to what I just recorded. I'm like, God, that just sounds so different than the way it reads. You know what I mean? Chapter 10, Sleep. Amanita is the love mushroom, the ego mushroom, the flow mushroom, the balance of opposites mushroom, and the power mushroom. Abilities to move around the planet and affect the physical things with hands, paws, tails, tongues, and wings. This means many confuse the deadly amanitas with the Amanita muscaria simply because of the word Amanita. Back in the studio, day 3, recording the audiobook. Time manipulation. One thing that is going to be integral to your freedom and safety is your ability to manipulate time. Remember that time is something your consciousness creates to make order of your experiences. Much less put my reputation on the line by publishing a book, because we all have different time inside our bodies.
Okay, go ahead and take that one more time. Just slow it down a little bit and just watch your pacing.
Okay. Everybody is different in the way they create time.
It's 26 hours and 26.97 hours in total.
I spent 26 hours in here?
Yep.
Recording?
Yep.
Oh my
we
God.
went...
Not the types of things we associate... I'm just going to start that paragraph over.
Back that up here on my server.
I thought I did everything right as far as my book is concerned, and not practicing medicine without a license, but ahead of making oral use products, tinctures, gummies, all that stuff. I got an FDA advisor and had them go through my life, videos, book, all that stuff, just to make sure. And today I'm going in the studio to put the final touches on the sound when I got the notes back about my book. And it's literally pages of changes that have to be made. I've got to take the book down off of Amazon and have all the changes made in the manuscript and re-upload it. And now I got to go back in the studio and record all of the fixes.
I understand when you're specifically saying that the mushroom is a medicine, or you're referring to the mushroom as a medicine. But like in this case, you're just saying that any medicine you've ever taken, right? So like, does that really need to change?
So now we are taking the word medicine out of the book. Going through every of the, how many?
There's 90 instances of the word
90
medicine.
instances of the word medicine that I've got to take out of this book. My manuscript guy's doing that part, but we're in here deleting audio, or I got to go in there and re-record the word mushroom and stick it in everywhere there is the word medicine, and we're trying to like listen and find each one of these. So couldn't tolerate this, and then remove anxiety and, so it just says couldn't tolerate this uncertainty. Rose up immediately. About a cup of water, about 15 grams, about 20 minutes. Yep, it's right before that.
Case scenario is that these medicines have roles as tools, but also as teachers for us.
Where's that?
Page 8.
Yeah, I don't have page numbers. And we're back in the studio again. And this time we're removing the word anxiety. Can you imagine out of this book, the word anxiety? 5 hours it took to make corrections to the manuscript. So now we're going to get set up to record all the changes.
Where you kind of were last time. That should be good. I'm really just trying to make sure that your voice isn't reflecting around the room. And
There's a wicked hiss in my headphones. And few comments about lemon tech or acid. Again, there was nothing about microdosing. Let me hear it too. So start reading and just keep going. From let me say and end into the high range. Okay. Give me the cue. Let me say, when I say too much, I mean super high amounts. You should start small, the way you're doing here. Become familiar with it over the course, and later you can push into the high range. It's called the stupid shuffle.
a period of time that it's listening. And so you've got something that's a short period of time, and then a true peak is an even shorter period of time. You're talking like milliseconds. So that if your volume peaks really, really high, we have to make sure that it stays below what they say 3 dB, negative 3 dB.
Did not wind up full of fear and anxiety by accident. Full of fear and anxiety by accident. About whatever the level is when it hit about right here, whatever that level is.
I'm not sure what that level is, but we can experiment. So let me